Next up from Marvel, we have M.O.D.O.K, Rain Delay #1. It's a one-shot, and it involves M.O.D.O.K. I've never really been a fan of M.O.D.O.K, but Ryan Dunleavy, he not only wrote it, but he also drew it as well. This guy obviously loves the character, and this isn't like a creepy, disturbing book. No. This is a very funny book. I had tons of fun reading this. You got M.O.D.O.K calling up Osborn, wanting to be involved into his whole dark reign somehow. He could be on the Cabal. He has minions. And so after leaving like hundreds of messages on his answering machine, Osborn goes, Jesus Christ, let me just get rid of this guy. I need him far away as possible. I'll give him a job in Erie, Pennsylvania, his hometown. So he goes and bunks with his parents, and he's living. So it's this giant floating head with his minions, living with his parents at their house as like their headquarters. He gets invited to his high school reunion. He goes. He gets a swirly from a couple of old bullies that used to beat him up, and it's just funny seeing this giant head getting a swirly. Like, this guy can zap you with his mind powers and beams, but he's just this big doofus, this giant floating doofus. Anyway, I had a ton of fun with this book, but if you wanted a more serious book for this Fast Five, it was either this or it was going to be Ultimate Armor Wars with Tony Stark, but this I had a lot more fun with just because of the humor aspect. Next up from DC, we have Blackest Night #3. Now, things keep on revving up in this issue, but as a little backstory, we focus on Firestorm with Jason and Jen. But meanwhile, it's the zombie JLI versus Hal and Barry still. And we get a little appearance from Ray Palmer, the Atom. He joins the fray. And in the middle of the fight, he shows a little bit of compassion. And because of the compassion, the Indigo Lanterns surface. They come, kick some zombie ass, and come to the rescue pretty much. With the help of absorbing Green Lantern's power ring and their own to defeat two of them, Ralph and Sue Dibney. They are vaporized. Then the Indigo Lantern, after they're back at the Hall of Justice, they talk. Indigo Lantern explains that it used to be in the beginning light versus darkness, and then darkness shattered off into a couple of different... the light shattered off into different color spectrums. And in order to defeat the dark, or the Blackest Night, the colors have to come together. And the more colors you have working together, the more powerful it is to destroy the Blackest Night. That's why when she absorbed Green Lantern's ring and used her own, they could kill a couple of zombies. So that's how you defeat them. And then she also acknowledges that these aren't the real people brought back to life. It's just the ring using whatever memories from the corpse to provoke a reaction and get a response from them, so they can feed on their hearts a little bit more. Well, at the end of the issue, the rest of the zombies the rest of the zombie JLI finds them. It's Firestorm versus Firestorm. He absorbs Jason, and he's killing Jen. And it was just like the movie Ghostbusters. He says, "Come on, give me a formula. Come on, give me something." Just like in Ghostbusters, when he don't want to think of anything, the Marshmallow Man comes up. Well, the ingredients are the structure of salt comes up, and that's how Jen dies. She's turned to salt. So that was a very creepy moment. And then you get more people rising from the dead. You got Alexander Luthor, Dr. Light. You have a Psycho Pirate. And then even on one of the television screens, you see Black Adam. What the fuck? That's pretty cool. So Blackest Night continues to go forth and be strong and be zombie-filled, just how we all like it. Very good stuff. And finally this week from Marvel, we have Punisher Noir #2. Now, we got Frank Castle doing his old vigilante thing. You got a lot of familiar characters in this issue. Like, there's Detective Soap, except he's not the bumbling idiot that everyone hates. People just hate him, but he's pretty smart. He observes the crime scene and knows what's going on. Then we get a backstory from Frank on when he was coming home from the war via train. He got ambushed by the Russian. Apparently someone had a hit out on him, and him and the Russian go toe-to-toe, takes to the roof of the train, and it ends with the Russian getting pants full of grenades. And then later on we have Barracuda and Jigsaw being hired to take down Frank. And so there's a bloody standoff, and it seems that Frank's dead. That's what it looks like at the end of this issue. And only his son is left. And he's been training his son with the guns, so is his son going to be the Punisher now? Is this going to be like the Batman moment where he sees his dad die and takes up vengeance? Who knows? But I like that twist because you think, okay, it's the Punisher. It's gonna be Frank Castle, but could it be Frankie Jr.? Beautiful Tim Bradstreet cover, gorgeous. Pick up this series. It's one of the best of the Noir titles. Well, comic book fans, that does it this week for Cammy's Comic Corner. If you want more Cammy's Comic Corner goodness, head on to www.cammyscomiccorner.com. From there you can see the weekly reviews, the book of the month, the Comic-Con section, and subscribe to us on iTunes and the RSS feed. And also, if you like any of the t-shirts that you see me wearing, head on over to www.deadlinegraphics.net and send Kelly an email. He has Blackest Night, he has Dark Reign, he has anything your little heart desires. There's only one name that I trust when it comes to comic book t-shirts. That is Kelly over at www.deadlinegraphics.net. And huge thanks to my other sponsor, Rising Sun Creations at rsc-online.com. They specialize in U.S. comic books, manga, and collectible toys imported straight from Japan, all conveniently located in one store and online store. And thanks to them, we have a contest this week for the 1 in 10 variant of Captain America Reborn #3, the Lanil U cover. And believe me, people, that is a fucking gorgeous cover. Send me an email at camuscomiccorner@gmail.com in the subject line of "Who's the fucker who interrupted me at the beginning of the video?" He's a total dick. Dick move. You know who. So, send me your shipping address, please. United States residents only. Huge thanks to Rising Sun Creations at rsc-online.com. Well, comic book fans, that does it this week. Sorry about that whole Book of the Month episode for September, but I really got sidetracked with school this month. So, you'll get one for October because I had something planned for October, but I don't know what I'll do with that September Book of the Month episode. I'll eventually film it, and eventually have a contest, and eventually release it, so you'll just have to keep an eye out in the archive to see when I upload it. But anyway, until then, this has been Cammy's Comic Corner! I've had too much coffee! Why am I yelling?